Good morning, everybody. Um, Welcome back. Yeah, so today, you can see I've already got my size reference things in here, but we are going to be building a, excuse me, a homestead on a hillside with a road. So essentially, and some trees and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be using a lot of the techniques we've been playing with for the past, I don't know, month or so from Me with Environments, and it should be pretty cool. I brought these two things in here for scale reference, and yeah, we got a bit of ground to cover today, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is lay out a map top-down floor plan for the size of the buildings that we're going to be making. And we want a barn, we want a main house, we probably want a storehouse or two as well. But let's start with the barn because that's where the vehicles is already. And scale, make it about that deep, and SX about that. So we could fit maybe two of them. That seems like a reasonably good size for a barn area. Now, let's create a plane, and I'm going to scale it a bit and bring it over here. And this is going to be the house area. And I want to be something like that. And maybe a little bit more, a little bit in front of the barn. We're also doing it as a map. So the layouts of things together. So something like that maybe. Now let's do one more. And over here, let's create like a storehouse area. Trying to make sure that there's still room to walk between them, even if not drive this vehicle between them. Something like that. All right. And then let's gonna build one more, which will be like a well. And I'm gonna go with a circle. Scale it and bring it over to here. Where do we want it? Here. I want to keep it visible as a thing. At least from some angles. Let's make it like that. That's a big round. Control A, rotation scale, tab, fillet, tab. Okay, so that's like our top down for our four buildings. And then let's see. How do we want to handle the ground? Well, first off, I'm going to take all these and join them together, which are top down, and I'm going to move it out of human generation into move new collection buildings. There we go. I'm going to move this into move new collection vehicle. All right. So, we could build. I'm torn. I think the easiest way to do it is to make the land from the road. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll go ahead and do that anyway. So let's Shift A, mesh, Bezier, or not mesh, curve, Bezier curve, and tab, and delete everything. And then we're going to come down here and draw from about here a road. Want to go that way? We'll go that way. Sure. And object road again. And we can come here and geometry, we want to extrude it. And then we want to A up here to our mean tilt and 90 degrees. And then we can see we need to fix this last one here. So let's take it there. And I'm gonna just turn it to 0 again so I can see what I'm doing. And here on this one, let's grab this and increase our curve. There we go. Now, we want our extrusion to be as wide or wider than our vehicle. So like that's about our road size. So let's just go to 6 meters. It's a big road. And fucker. ASZ0. There we go. And we need to fix this again. Looks like, yeah. G Shift Z. And rotate it back around. Like that. There we go. So nothing's overly curved on itself. And then from here, let's save. And let's take this and convert it to mesh. And I just want to make sure face orientation. Yep, everything's pointed up. Good. That will make our life easier. Now, select here to there to there. Shift D, GX. Cool. And here to here again, and then there. Now, edge, bridge edge loops. Looking pretty good. Nothing is wonked out too much. Let's just select this one again, SX0, just to make our life a little bit simpler. We're also incidentally saying that's as far down as we're going to go for this thing. Cool, that's fine. Do the same on the other side. Select that, Shift D, 7, GX, bring it out to like here. Cool, select that one as well, and edge, bridge edge loops. And then again, take this one, SX0, and straight down. And we can even GX and bring it a bit further. And that will be our road section. I'm not too worried about this right there. Doesn't matter. And we're going to take this edge, and this edge, 7, and we're going to E and GY, or E, GY. There we go. Keep it straight. No real reason to, but we might as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to dissolve these edges. I don't care that it's going to make it, excuse me. Well, maybe I won't yet. Let's see. Because we're going to take this and we're going to add loops. That should be enough. And then we're going to add, yeah, loops. Should be good. We're going to add loops. Should be good. Now, part of our problem is that these are going to be very close together. I actually don't like that. So let's see if we can grab that. Yeah, turn on O, proportional editing, and GY, and bring it, we're just going to make it bigger because we can do that and make these things a little bit more even. And do it again, and pull this out. And that's going to make it both bigger, which is probably a good thing, and that will be a problem. Okay, well, maybe not a problem, but let's fix it. I don't really want this kind of overlap here. It tends to make for weirdness. 7 GY. Bring that back. Okay. And then we're going to turn off proportional editing. Grab this one, GY. Bring that back. And we're just going to do the same thing here. And I think actually, I might even just delete all that stuff from there now. That might be the easiest thing, right? Let's see. B. Yeah, let's just kill it. Didn't want to go this far anyway. 3. Ooh. Let's see. I wonder if that would be interesting. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. And X. Leave faces. I know I got these here, but Control L. Faces. Yeah, I went too far. Not those ones. X faces. L X faces. Now 2. Now turn back on proportional SY0 and make it a bit bigger. GY. Nah, just leave it like that. It's fine. Although actually I could. I don't know. I'm just thinking how I want it. Do I want to make these the same? Because right now, should be okay. Let's try it and see. You can always just tweak it a bit anyway. Okay. So now let's start playing. We got proportional editing turned on. Yep. G, make it bigger. G, 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 G. Bring that down, bring that down. That back up. I'm just trying to create some interest here. And if we happen to hide the back wall while we're doing it, that's not a bad thing either. That's a nice rolling terrain. Should work well, I think. Okay. Now, let's see. Do we want to do it now? I think we do. Let's try and see. Tab. Okay, so this is our curved road. It does get a little wider, but let's select these. We could select them a number of different ways, but it's going to do this. There we go. Now we we have that turned on, which is good. We'll leave it on for right now. We're gonna have to cut our thing way down. We want individual origins on. We have, okay, SZ0. And then we want to cut our proportional size down to like 2. No, it made everything go. I was afraid of that. Let's see, we don't do this one. SZ0. I want those to be individual. And it should work. I mean, I don't mind necessarily, but I wanted it to have some slope. Let's just for practice turn off O. I am on that, right? I mean, I can do each one individual if I need to. Which, I mean, that would be annoying, but Let's see, does it make them the same? It is making them the same. Local? No, it shouldn't be local. Individual origin should be fine. Should be all we need. I've done this before. So of course it wants to mess with me now. Most of these are mostly flat anyway. There's a few angles, but there's an angle. Yeah, that makes it flat. Fine, we'll just do it this way. I don't care. It has been more elegant in the past, but this does not take long. I'm sure I'll figure out why later. Okay. So now our road is flat, but curving, which is what we want. And we want, let's see. I don't even know that I'm going to strongly, I can't decide if I want to, yeah, I do. Quad remesh it. I think I do. Well, not quad remesh, sorry. Use auto trainer. So, but that's our road. Maybe not that last one, whatever it is. That one's kind of a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. And vertex group add, assign, and detail. We're not done yet. So now we have that done, but now we need our buildings. I'm going to move this to land. Okay, so if we take buildings, bring them up above, select this, tab to edit, and then we shift select buildings and go to mesh. Oh, 7. Most important, we'll go for the right angle first. And that seems like a good enough place. Mostly, yes. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. All right, mesh, knife project. Now, if we look, it almost worked. We had a weirdness there. Well, we can fix that. Okay. Looks good. Okay, here to here. Select those as well. And 3. Why is that selected? Let's see, shift hide. Let me get rid of buildings for right now. 1. Why is that selected? I'm going to hide it, and hide this one, and hide this one, right? It's pretty close. Looks like we had some errors here too. Unpleasant. Let's see. Let's undo. Go back before, knife select, knife project, go to there. 7. This should work. I mean, of course, we all say that. Let's just move this back to there so it's more pleasant for where it should be. And now let's try it again because I don't super care. Tab, that looks better. And shift select our buildings. And we're on top down. Yep. Mesh, knife project. And it's thinking. Again, weird. That's kind of interesting that we didn't get everything, but we got most stuff. Let's solo, take a look, see what's causing our issue. I mean, we could fix K, undo, K to knife from here to here. Let's see. There we go. And KC to knife from here to here. So we can select our 3 building sections. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. All that seems acceptable. Now, SZ0 seems good. Okay, and I'm going to go to face maps and assign because that lets me pick those faces instead of those edges, and I think that'll be helpful. Okay. Now, let's see, E. Yeah, that looks right. We're good there. Now, if I want to select plus here, that, and then I want to deselect the face map. Yes, good. And now face and triangulate faces. That should make that a little bit better for the weirdness. Don't know what is going on here. Is it, oh, it projected through the car. I think that's the problem there. We can fix this. Okay, cool. Now, come back here and select. That's the problem. Yeah. B. All those. And X. Dissolve edges. No. That's interesting. I'm just going to go C. I just want to make this simpler if I can. There. X. Dissolve faces, or delete faces rather. Now 7. B. I'm just going to try to select all that. Oh, 1. Yeah. X. Vertices. X. Vertices. Fine. Alt Z. This is the car that had in front of it. I should have not removed that first, but that's fine. Now, I'm just going to get rid of these 2. X vertices. X vertice. 2. Fill that up again. There we go. That's better. That's what we wanted. And you might as well do the same thing here. Let's just select all those X dissolve vertices. Yep, cool. And X dissolve vertices. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna here and 1, here and here. And here. Vertices. No. K. Here. Just want to get these to be nice and square if I can. And A, M by distance. Cool. That help. K. There we go. And that's some weirdness, right? Okay, and K. That's better. I think that'll help us. 3, Alt Z. All that. And let's actually get rid of this too. X, dissolve edges. There we go. 3. Add those to details. So now details should have all of that, which we don't want. Well, it doesn't matter. That'll get flattened out too. That's fine. Maybe let's add a sign. Select. Yeah, all that is now. And maybe even, sure. We'll add this stuff too around it. This would be our farm area, so it would make sense for it to be kind of smoother. All that. Like that. And we'll assign. Now select. Cool. Save. Promise we're getting somewhere, really. Now, F4, append. Gonna go grab. Come on, things slow today. Geometry examples, terrain generator, rocky desert, node tree. Add those two. Over here, Control A, rotation scale, just to make sure. Add modifier, geometry, terrain. Yeah, all right. We can live with that as our terrain once we smooth down our other stuff. Select that, unmute. Select this, unmute. And did I mislabel it? I call it detail. I call it details instead of detail. I think we can rename it, right? Yeah. Let's just go back to layout. Turn it off. Detail. Let's see if that did it. Back on. Yep, there we go. There's our smoothed out areas for our roads. Just the way we wanted. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And yeah, I'm acceptably happy with the rest of it for what it looks like. So let's just go ahead and apply it. And then we can go ahead and give it a material of dirt and grass. Yeah, let's do this. See how this one looks. It's gonna be mostly just brown right now. And tab A U cube projection. Tab, move this to a new area. And then close it. Updating our images. There we go. Nice land, just dirt, which is what we wanted. And now, if we edit this sucker, it did not keep it perfectly, did it? Damn it. That would have been helpful. I wasn't sure if it would or not. But, well, I still like it there. So, okay, fine. We'll play with it. It won't be quite as elegant, but it'll still work for what I wanted. Because we still have our buildings. Come back here. So we're just going to have to bring them down manually ourselves, but that's fine. We can do that. Turn off vehicle and turn off the dude for right now. So I was hoping I could just pull it straight up out of the environment to use for my buildings, but I'm going to have to instead place them on their own. But we can do that. Let's come out of edit mode. Cool. All right, so these are going to be used for our buildings. Let's get them laid out where we want them to be roughly. This is what I mean. We're going to have to actually do buildings, but there's only 4 of them. It's not that big a deal. And they're all the same height as of this one, which we might even change. Okay. If I hadn't have used auto trainer on that section, it'd be different. But it is. We did. So it's fine. Again, it is fine. All right. Now let's take this and object set origin, center of mass, volume. Cool. That's going to keep the height the correct level for these, which we're going to want. And now let's go grab auto billing. Mine specifically. And we're going to just drag it over here. So this building here from the asset browser has my most up-to-date auto building library. And there it is. You can see it's over here. So that's the library. Got some window extrusions, got some wall sections, got some foundation type stuff, got a couple of doors and a couple of things for the roof, some stuff to cover creases. Good. So we select this and join them together. So that. And now we can edit and select these and P by selection. Cool. And now, where are we? Here. Tab. Yep, there they are. Good deal. And the first thing we're going to do is select everything and E4 plus, and then, yep, select all that and give it the material of, we'll just start with empty wall to see what it looks like, a sign. So that's a 4-meter high section there. If we come out of editing, and that's what it's looking like. See, I do actually want to adjust a few of these things here. The first thing, let's do auto building is make it a little wider so we can see. Foundation, not seeing one there. Let's solve that. We don't have one because we don't have our, let's look at it this way. Everything is just the concrete wall. But if we change that to, let's say, walls B, which is our support structure walls, which I'm not sure we want to use for everything here. There we go. Now, let's see. Get any foundation? Still not. Interesting. Oh, is it because these bottom sections are not? Let's make them empty wall A. Yeah, now we have foundations. And they are low because our building is not lined up properly, which is annoying. Tab. Yes, I want Shift S2. Cool. And this object, I want origin to 3D cursor, and there. Now, now our foundations are lining up properly. And if we come out, yeah, you can see them a little bit. And that's cool. And now it's time. Let's just work on this one first. So let's turn back on the vehicle. There we go. There we go. You can see that, and I'm going to come to gray. Vehicle needs to come up a little bit higher. So that it's on the floor. And then we can see that this building here, clearly this needs to be higher to like there on this one. And I think, I haven't decided if we want to wall at all on these, but I feel like maybe we don't want support structures on this one. We want this to be walls. So let's just go with wall A, assign. And I'm just going to make these all roof flats to see right now to start with. So we come out. Now we got a building and it supports the whole thing. This wall is too busy. We want it to just be empty wall A, assign. And now we have a flat wall with 3 other walls on the side, and I can put a door on the front there, even manually if I choose to. Okay, cool. And we are at 37 minutes. We're doing great. Doing great. Okay, let's keep going. Go back and edit this some more. And I think I want to add 2 edge loops there and 1 edge loop there. Like that. Sure. Do we want our barn to have a second story or not? That is the question. Sure. Let's E4. So we'll bring it up. E4. Done. Okay. And again, let's go back and look at it with color so we can see what our colors are, because that will be helpful to us. So this loop, I'm going to make the whole thing blue, assign it. And now if we stop editing, see we have the stuff on the top again. So again, we have some more bling, and we have our wall section, which we've already said was big enough for our base before. What happens if we turn this to an extrusion, so a wall C, and assign it? I'm just gonna make these back to roof again. We got this tiny little extrusion. I think on this one, at least. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, sorry, come back in here. L, and P by selection. I'm gonna make this its own building now. So now we can change it regardless of the other ones. Yeah, because I think I want to take this extrusion on this one at least and have it deform with an inset of 0.1. Now, maybe not quite 0.1, even 0.05, 0.01, just so it's in a little bit. So now it matches to the size, and that feels good to me. And that does not apply in any of these other buildings because we've made it its own structure. Now here, we could do the same kind of thing. What if we did a 2, Control R, add an edge loop. Actually, don't even need to do the whole thing. Let's just do an edge loop. K here, KZ to there. Solo it. I just want to be able to see it. KZ. You're not letting me line it up, are you? What's up with that? KZC. Fine. This should do it. Should be vertical. Well, I don't know what's going on. All right. So now that causes a problem there. I was afraid of that. Let's undo that. Ooh, what did I do? Tab. No. Where am I? There we go. Come back here. Okay, tab. Let's get rid of this first. Edge. Let's just add. Why's that one got a 1? Oh. X dissolve vertice. There we go. Now we're good. Yep. So like that. There we go. And then 3. And I'm just going to give this whole thing this empty wall A as well. Tab comes back out. That's looking good. Now, let's see if I can go from here to here. Have it looks right. It does look right. Cool. 3. And then we'll make this a wall as well. We don't have that section there, but we get kind of a nice little thing there. And now we can take this whole thing and Alt-X and mirror it. Ugh, and it didn't work. Wall. Seed. Why are you not working? All right, you bastard. Oh, I know why it's not working. I betcha. Yeah, it's because the mirror's above. The mirror needs to be up after, even before displace. There we go. This has to mirror before it applies the geometry node, not after. Okay, looks good. Let's save. Alrighty, and now we can even, if we want to, the cool thing with this, I love this tool is you can do the combination of modeling and procedural. We can extrude along normals and offset of even and control bevel just a little bit. Is that enough? Too much? And 3 segments? Sure. Tab. Give ourselves a nice loop. I got a lip thing going on there now. Looks good. I like it. Ooh, that's bad though. I got some problems back here. Is it not like those? What does it not like? I don't know. I'm gonna apply this and turn off displace. Nope, displace doesn't matter. Still doing it. There shouldn't be weirdnesses here. It should just be 1. Let's see, 2. It's all in my kit, I'm sure. X dissolve edges. Oh, no, it goes all the way through. I see. Let's undo. Let's go back. Undo history. I want to go pre-bevel, pre-loop select. Let's go right here again. Yeah. So here, it was working. But not, let's see, tab. That looks right. But then the backside, yeah, that failed. And the reason it failed is these, I think. X dissolve vertices. No. X dissolve edges. Yep. And then here. Let's see. 1. Can I dissolve? Let's just solo this thing. No, it's those pieces. That's the problem. Wasn't that at all? It's these. X dissolve vertices. No. 2. X dissolve edges. When you have extra edges, it doesn't know where to place the connections. So those were from before somehow, I think. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Let's see. Yep, perfectly looking good now. Because now it knows where the plate is supposed to go to. Got a weird offset on this one. That's just me not making my parts correct, but it's okay. We can fix it later if we want to. May not be a problem. Anyway, save. That looks cool. Let's solo it again. See what else we want to do. I think tab, what we want to do now is grab this. I'm just going to try these ones first. Yep. And we come up here and item vertex crease. Not vertex crease, edge crease of that. And then tab. Did it give it to us? Yes. Give us those pipes up, which kind of fills those holes a little bit. We can adjust that in the crease section. Creases, vertical creases, thickness, a bit thicker, Z offset of 0, height, and a little less thick. If we can even just do fit, no. Cool. That just gives us A, a little bit more interest, and B, it fills those holes, because, I don't know, they're bugging me. Let's save, and see what we got. Hope someone's hanging out today. I don't see anybody here right now, but that doesn't always mean there's not someone here. All right, so we got that. Let's come back on. And before we jump over to the other buildings and auto thing, let's just do a little bit of kit bashing. Big, medium, small, industrial, buildings, set dressing. Yes, it is set dressing. Let's grab this, bring it over. Alt R, scale it up. No. GY, bring it out. Scale it up. Down. Let's see. That looks good to me. We could do 2 if we wanted to, right? So we could go one over here and then grab this piece here and Alt X, mirror it. Got that weird hill there. We can fix that. Looks good. And if we grab our vehicle just to see if it'll fit, not that it super matters, GY. Will it fit into one of those doors? Almost. So let's just cheat it a little bit wider. Out well. Again, but garage doors are good for that. Cool. Save. This is what I mean. We can use a combination of auto building, kit bashing, modeling, whatever on one of these buildings to make it what we want. And that looks sweet. Quite frankly, I like those doors. I just want to build one more thing up here on the top, I think. I'm going to grab this face here, inset it, E3, a little smaller. Yeah. I'm going to grab these loops here and make them, I think, just walls. Assign. And then I'm going to take 2 GZ1 and just give it a little bit of a loop like that. And we got some of that. We have too much crap on the roof. When I was building this kit, I made the dressing a little intense just so I could see it. And I'm just going to find a different. There we go. That works for me. So now we have our little, I don't know, shed thing up there on the top. That works. Oh, yeah, let's do one more thing here too. Let's see if we can do this one. Tab. Let's turn this face 3 into a door. And our door face is D. Assign. And I might have to adjust it a little bit. Yep. Because my door is not in the right place. I want to just see if I get the other door. I have yet to see the other door. You know, there's the other door. It does exist. Cool. So we'll use that door. And it should be scaled to human size, so that's good. Let's go find it though. No, I'm gonna just bring it over here and bring it up just for a little bit so I can see it what I'm doing, which is to say tab A all GY. Bring our door down till it lines up with that. And we'll bring it in a little bit too. It lines up with that. Now we can't use that door again for this because without it being the same size wall because we've now adjusted the kit piece, but that's okay. Let's just bring it back over to the other doors again. Okay. Save. And we got a door. We got a wall section. We all good. We could just tweak this. We might play with this on our own afterward too. Let's do that, but we're at 53, so let's keep going. It's amazing to me how fast you start losing time on these things. Okay, these ones now. 3, E4, plus, enter, plus, make them walls. Now, actually, this one I don't want to make walls, so I'm going to keep that one at structure for a little bit. Then this one, E4, E4, and I'm going to make these windows, which is E, and maybe this one. Well, that's fine. Let's do a Control R. Add some loops. Cool. And then 3, this one, and this one will make extrusions. And then this one and this one will make wall or windows. Then E plus, and we'll make that empty wall again. And then we're going to go this, E up, 2, select that, 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 that. Control bevel, like that. Plus, well, no, we'll just do this one. Make those roof flat, assign. Let's see what we got. Got a nice inset roof there. See, these did not get changed to distort because it's a different kit, but I think we might want them to. So deform, and instead of 0.02, now they're full sized again, just like the other one. And that looks okay. I like having the structure up there like that. I think what I'm going to do though is, let's see, tab, edit this sucker. 1. Why are those? That should be B or A. Well, A assign. Why is it looking different colored? Why does it look black? That's bizarre. I don't know. Weird. Okay. The color on this one should be blue. Why is my viewport display color? I don't know. Weird. I don't know. Alt Z, B, hide. Now let's just look at it this way. Alt Z. Okay. Let's see. This one here. I kind of want to KX there and KX there. 3. I want to E4. No. Oh, it's inside E minus 4. Shouldn't make a difference, but let's see. Tab, Alt V, face orientation, tab. Yeah, those are backwards. We need to change those. That one I don't care about, but we'll flip it anyway. Mesh, normals, flip. There we go. Tab, Alt V, face orientation, tab. Come back here. This one, let's make this a door. So D, assign, and we're going to make these walls. Assign, tab, and there's our door. It's a little high because it's the other one, but I think we'll just leave it there. Just maybe put a stair in front of it. I kind of like it a little higher actually, but we see what else we need to do. Tab, 2, F, and we're going to make that empty wall A and assign. Now we got a roof. We got a wall underneath. Cool. Looks good to me. If I care, if I get close enough, I'll put a ledge there, like a little step. Save. And that's where we're at. Cool. And look at everything again. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. This one. I'm not sure about those little panels sticking out. I like them here. I'm not sure about them here, but we'll leave it for right now. Tab, Alt hide, bring this one back. 3, E4, E4, enter, E4, E4, E4. It's going to go straight up like this to about there. And E4 and E4 again. But these ones will make long normals, extrude them out proportionally. Not proportionally, sorry. Control is offset even. There we go. That's the word I wanted. Yep. And then add, and we're going to go with empty walls A for assign to that. And then here, we're going to go with wall A, assign. And here, we're going to go with roof flat, assign. We have a nice little tower thing going on there. I like it. And here, I like this one almost sort of as is. Don't think we need to do a lot to it. I just kind of maybe want to, tab. Let's Control R, add loops, and 3. And we'll make this one an E. Let's give it a window there. Come back out. So we got, instead of another building, but nice and simple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It also has storage space underneath here for whatever. But then we need to build our inner thing to get up to there, don't we? 1, 9, solo it. I just want to say 3 plus hide that. Okay, fine. Now, KX there, KX there, tab, Alt V, face orientation, tab, yep. We're gonna recalculate mesh, just normal, flip, and E, good. 4. And then we want to make, well, we'll just come back out of here first and turn off the face rotation tab. I'm just gonna select all those and make it a sign. I'm going to remove this one entirely. And then, no, this one, and this one. I'm gonna make it empty wall A, assign, tab. And now we have our center structure in that one as well. And I didn't put a door there, but we're just gonna say whatever wall you're looking at, it's on another wall. Okay, because we're at an hour and it's time to start playing with some other stuff. Although we're doing okay. So the first thing we still have on this one, right? Let's just make sure we still have detail select. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need that much anymore. That's actually quite a lot. So let's cut into that. I'm going to, how do I want to do it? Let's see. I think I'm going to try doing it by hand entirely. We can always adjust it later. And we're just going to select this stuff here. We won't even mess with detail. We'll leave detail alone. And grab all that. A bit there. And a bit there. And we're going to do Control Plus just to select everything in the middle. We mostly got what I wanted. And we're going to go to the new one and assign it and call it, I don't know, farm. because we don't want trees in the farm. So now let's save and geoscatter. Select it and biome scatter. And go grab a nice good pine tree forest again. I haven't used this one in a bit. Let's use 8. Everywhere, everywhere. Yes. And vertex group, farm. So no trees in the farm. Got a few fallen logs, but that's okay. That looks good to me, actually. Let's save that. That's too high. Ah, hey, Micah. Well, save the world. That's important. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. I appreciate it. Watch it later, please, if you want to. Okay, so there we go. We got that. And I'm just gonna turn it off for right now, so we can do another biome for reverse. And what do we want to make as our ground? Let's try this one 12. I'm not sure this is what I want, but let's just see. We're going to get rid of some stuff. Yes, there's a pop-up message, I know. Well, first off, we don't want any dead pines, right? Yeah, we're just going to get rid of all those entirely. Pine small. I don't really think we want any pine small either. Well, they never seem to show up. Branches large. Don't want any of those. Don't want any fallen trees. Let's see. If we go to vertex group and assign it to farm, and then flip it, so it's just there. Let's see if we can turn on branch. Well, let's save. Turn on branches again. That's what we got. All right, that's acceptable. That covers up most of our ground, so that should be good. So with both of them on, we have that. We have a dirt path up the road, which I'm going to maybe play with just a little bit more. We could do one more, I suppose. And I want to take, really all of farm would work okay. Maybe all of farm will work okay. And I'm just going to be simple because it's Rocky Plain 6. And I'm just going to delete shit. Although, actually, I kind of don't mind having it all there. I think that might be okay too. But let's get rid of grass dead. And meadow flower we definitely don't want. Grass dark we don't want. Just have those. And we want to put them, again, only in farm. So we have like a gravel rocky road. And I think I'm going to edit farm just a little bit. And add that to it. Assign. That's a bit wider, even a bit more. Let's just see. Assign. That's better, I think. And we can turn back on this one. Yeah. And back on this one. And we may not even see those, but I'm going to get rid of dead branches on here, or get rid of them, or just cut them down distribution. Let's see. Cut it down. Let's cut this one down a little bit. And this one down a bit. Now, I think that should work for us. We've saved. Let's just see what it looks like in color. We don't have the rocks, the gravel yet, but I think. We get all the green again because of that. Do I want that? I don't even know if I want that. I think I kind of just want it to be dirt. Let's edit this material. Let's go back to, well, first off, let's turn off geoscatter for right now. Thinking. Just thinking and thinking and thinking. Okay. There we go. Yeah. The problem is that we have all that stuff there. The AO kicks in, and then we lose all of our dirt. And I liked the dirt there. So let's just go here where we're doing our AO and do it only local. And that will make it so it's pretty much just going to be dirt. Need to move our car. Let's bring our car forward. Maybe even a bit more forward. Rotate it to like there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have it sinking into the ground just a little bit. That feels all right to me there. And now, let's see. We're back like so. Yeah. We might want a telephone pole or two just to sort of see. And I just happen to be in a place that has one, so we might as well just use it. Let's bring that to there. R. There. RZ 180. Cool. It's not a bad place for one. We want a couple more though. They're not super large, are they? Let me put one over here. That lines up at about the same space. Good. Makes sense. And then grab another one to like there. also lines up, which also still makes sense, I suppose. Alt D, another one, R. That one does not line up. Let's move it back over here. Where are we? There we go. Bring back till it does line up there. And then 7, Alt D, GY. That should line up. Let's see. No. I like having things at different elevation levels anyway, so I kind of like it when I have to change that because it just makes it feel like, oh yeah, this has been built into the ground versus the other way around. I hate these creases here. I'm going to just edit the shit out of this with geometry or sculpt. And I think I'm going to F4 append oh, up one more even. Blender brushes, yes. Rock brushes, brush, append. Now over here, I need to go to texture. Well, let's grab the one I want first. Doesn't really matter. Any of these will work. I think it's advanced or texture. Texture displacement. There we go. Now I can add just a bit of that. And around here to make that less triangular. Just a bit of that there too. And we can smooth it down too. There we go. Kind of link it to that a bit more. Kind of coming to my favorite thing to say to people, never ever be afraid to mix your tools together. I'm just smoothing this one down a little bit. Add a little bit of bump there. Just because this was designed initially with geometry nodes doesn't mean it has to stay that way all the time. And we can come here and just tweak these edges. And I think that's cool. Okay. And back to object mode and color. And yeah, that looks way better. I mean, in my opinion, that looks way cooler. My opinion is the only one that matters. Okay, save it. Now, need a good. We're gonna go to HDR, and then we're gonna maybe add a person or two. But let's add an HDR first. I want a brighter one on this one this time, and I think I'm gonna import one instead of using. This would only be 2K from HDR assets. There they are. Let's try this one. Just, I don't know, why not? Let's see what we got in JPEGs. Oh, these look cool. They're bright. We got some good cloud action going on too, which I like. I'm liking 1059 to start with to try. Let's try it. EXR 1059. Oh, yeah, there we go. Select it and add as background. Oh yeah, now that's what I'm looking for. That looks good. I think I am happy. Let's turn back on Geoscatter. We have all this good stuff. Like, this is really nice. A lot of depth, a lot of variation. Yeah, I really like that. That looks cool. Let's maybe make that our first shot. And go to blind, photographer, camera, the Arri Alexa 65, lens, anamorphic, resolution, widescreen, 239 aspect ratio, and I'm just gonna cut that in just a bit just to give me more room. I mean, I like it even at 50. Let's see what it looks like at 35. It does give us a bit more room to show the building, so we can kind of do that more, which is probably more what we need. That looks cool. I mean, that feels like a good structure to me. I like it. I'm very, very pleased. Let's add a person or two. If we'll make a new one, what time is it? 21. We got time to make a new one. We'll human generate a bit. Where do we want to put him? Let's come back here first. We'll put a person like right there. That thing is big, so a person is still probably only going to be about that big here. I'm just going to delete our existing human generation. And human gen. Did a dude last time. Let's do a woman this time. I like all these new ones they've created. Lizzie just seems hardcore. So is Johanna. It's Gwen. Gwen just looks hardcore. Do Gwen. Generate the new human. And then let's solo said new human and come to color. She's going to be in that environment, I think. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's just amazing. That's just such a good figure. All right. And we could play with it some more too. Body. We're going to randomize it. Yeah, make her a little bit bigger. That's fine. Age, I like her at 70. We're leaving her there. Face, going to randomize that as well. Sure. Height, 5'2". Let's make her a little taller. Let's make her like 170. How do you get 166 when I go to 170? That's what I want to know. Why are you making it smaller? It's like it's randomizing it every time. 185. Let's see. 185. It just won't let me change. There we go. 181. Fine. We'll do it with the random. That's a weird thing. It just keeps like messing with it. But I like her taller. And it'll fit better in the scene. Skin. I'm gonna do. I can pick a random one, honestly. But what happens if we go with like 6? Make her a little darker. I like it. I'm going to randomize the subtexture stuff. We're going to turn on subsurface. Cool. Hair. I think she came with hair that I liked. Let's see. Yeah, she's got a haircut that I like. We could change it. I think it's just a predefined one. Let's go to the accurate shader. Hair. So we could give her. Oh, there's some new ones. Oh. I didn't realize we had some new ones. The Nemesi. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. No, we'll do that. Um, we'll leave it with the same colors though. I like those. Um, eye hair, eyebrows. Next. No, I like her with those arched ones more. Yeah. Next. Clothing. Let's just see what you have a complete random one, what we put her in. Okay. No, I think that'll work. We have to fix the materials because they're from my old set, but that'll work. I like her in a pretty simple, tank top. That works. Foot. We're just going to give her boots. Run-of-the-mill boots. But we'll change them so they're black. Just because I prefer that. Or at least darker brown. There we go. Darker brown. This main color. Make it a bit brighter. And a little less saturation. A hue. Oh, it's just, I don't like that. I'm just going to make my own. I don't know why it's doing that. Fine. Piss off. No, I'm good with that. Back. We'll change it later. Pose. Most of these suck. That's my one problem with this tool is I don't like the poses built into them. But how do we feel about this one? This is one of my favorites. Yeah, we'll do that. Can always adjust it. Expressions and lips pressed. Sure, she's like, I don't know how I feel about this. No, I don't like that one. Mouth turn to the right. Yeah, that'll work. She looks sassy. Okay. I think that's the end of it, right? Yep. So now we can come back over here and we're just gonna give us some new materials. And we're gonna go back to my shaders and we're gonna go with grunge cloth and then adjust it because that's what we always do. Although that one I might just leave like it is. It's kind of get that weird ruffle going on though. Let's see, add modifier. Subdiv? Does that make it better? Sure. And then add another modifier, smooth. And make it like 5. Is that making any difference? I don't know. It'll be okay for what we're doing. It's fine. Here, we're also going to give it, I don't know, lost skinny jeans there. Weird. We're going to give it grunge cloth, which means we'll need to change that, shade it, and come over here. And we're just going to go to a nice dark color and just call it like it. It's simple but fun. Save. Drop back to that. Unhide. Come look at her, see where she's standing. That's good enough for what we need. And again, yeah, see, she's small, but it's nice to have a person there. And I like it. Let's go back up to our photographer section. We'll focus on her. She's cool enough, at least to start with. And let's see what we save. Let's see what we got mostly. No, she's dark, but I think she'll work. I'm gonna turn off armature so we can kind of see better. Yeah, yeah, she'll work. That's fine. And yeah, and I think we're good. I might do a little more on that wall section, but I think for the purposes of where we're at now, we are good. So I'm gonna let you folks go. I'll be back again tomorrow. Um, Same time, same channel, all that stuff. I hope this was interesting. Let's just pull back out and see what we got the whole thing. We have made a hilly terrain with buildings and a clear path road. We have used Auto Builder to generate our building primary structures and then modified them on our own. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Thanks again for hanging out with me or for watching this later if you've done that. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, folks.